Welcome back. Slogans, protests, placards and a suspension. Day 3 of the monsoon session of Parliament has had it all. Both houses of the Parliament have been adjourned until 2 p.m. amid ruckus by the opposition demanding the Prime Minister's statement on the Manipur violence. Aam Aadmi Party MP Sanjay Singh was named and suspended for the rest of the session by the Rajya Sabha chair Jagdeep Dhankar. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla told protesting MPs that slogans and placards won't bring any solution and that they cannot demand who responds on Manipur on the floor of the House. Meanwhile, the government managed to introduce the National Nursing and Midwifery Commission Bill and withdraw the DNA Technology Regulation Bill 2019 amid the ruckus.
And I would urge the chair to take the necessary action against Mr. Sanjay Singh. The government wishes to move a motion for the suspension of Mr. Sanjay Singh for the remainder period of the House.
I name Sanjay Singh. I name Sanjay Singh. Sanjay Singh is suspended as member during the entire session of this House. The House is adjourned.
I think the issue can be easily resolved by the Prime Minister appearing in the House of which he is a member and to which he is accountable. What he said to the press he can say here, and then the debate can start, and the Home Minister presumably be the person who at that point can attend the rest of the debate. But for the Prime Minister to refuse to come at all, he was elected to this House. He should come. But the Prime Minister saw fit to speak to the media outside the Parliament when the Parliament is in session. Now that is not acceptable. The Prime Minister is accountable to the Parliament. That's the whole logic of a parliamentary democracy. There is no parliamentary democracy in the world in which a Parliament does not have a chance to meet, question and hear from the Prime Minister. So to my mind, this is a very bizarre position that they have taken also.
Parties demanded for the Prime Minister to be present in the House, and we all demanded a discussion on Manipur issue. Our leader Adhiranjan Chaudhary ji also stressed for it, but the government as usual is not ready for a discussion on Manipur. They are just making false statements, and the Prime Minister is not ready to come to Parliament. We are united. Our only demand is that Prime Minister should come to Parliament, and we are ready for a discussion on Manipur.
Opposition party MPs, or rather the India Alliance MPs, have all gathered over here opposite the Gandhi statue. You can see right behind me are all the MPs from TMC, Congress, CPIM, Shiv Sena, UBT faction, JDU. All of these leaders are sitting over here on a dharna demanding that the Prime Minister must come to the Parliament and initiate the discussion on the law and order situation in Manipur. They have been maintaining that the Prime Minister has assumed silence on the matter because it concerns the government of the day. Clearly, as far as the government is concerned, they are demanding that there should be a discussion, but that may or may not happen with the Prime Minister initiation. I'm joined by Mr. Manish Tiwari over here with me. Let me go across and speak to him. Sir, the government maintains that law and order situation is a subject of the Home Ministry. So the Home Minister is willing to speak in the House. The Prime Minister has already given a bite. Are you satisfied?
Well, the situation in Manipur warrants a response from the Prime Minister, a comprehensive response in both houses, for the simple reason that the situation is abysmal, and the information which is now trickling out of Manipur, encapsulates the horrors which that state has witnessed for 77 or 78 days, and there's a complete ethnic divide in the state. So if the Prime Minister can speak outside the House, what stops the Prime Minister from coming and giving a comprehensive statement in both houses of Parliament?
Karti Chidambaram here with me. A short while ago, the India Alliance partners who held a protest at the Gandhi statue. The government and the BJP MPs also held a protest before you all, saying that the situation in the other opposition ruled states are no different.
See, it's really an ingenious fraud the BJP MPs are doing to equate what's happening in Manipur with isolated incidents which are happening in other states, be it Congress-ruled states or opposition-ruled states or BJP-ruled states, is completely erroneous. Yes, there are instances of violence against women in other places, but that is not ethnically driven. Those are random acts of violence against women, which I completely condemn. But what is happening in Manipur is ethnic cleansing. It's like what happened between the Hutus and the Tutsis in Rwanda, or what happened in Nazi Germany. Communities are at war with each other. They are not targeting somebody only because of gender. Somebody is being targeted because of their ethnicity.
This is not about data, this is about humanity. It's shameful if everybody thinks it's about data and it's a competition of states. I think we should respect every human being, citizen, and any atrocity against anybody has to be condemned. And we should have a discussion, and in one voice, Parliament should tell the entire nation that there will be zero tolerance against any woman in this country.
What is your foremost demand, ma'am?
I think the Chief Minister should resign immediately.
I'm joined by RJD MP Mr. Manoj Jha here with me. Sir, a short while ago we also saw the BJP MPs protesting, saying that the atrocities against women is no different in the opposition ruled states, and the opposition is only trying to politicize the matter.
Look, if women being paraded naked, we don't speak. This is the kind of politics. If houses of cabinet ministers are being burned down, we don't speak. Is it being a good politician? I think BJP people, including from top to bottom, they must understand the basics of politics. They can't compare Chhattisgarh, Bengal and Manipur. Manipur gives you a sense of genocidal intent. Cabinet ministers' houses have been burned down. Women being paraded naked. Fault lines are almost unbridgeable. The person who is the chief minister, he's part of the problem, can't be part of the solution.
I'm joined by TMC MP Mr. Shashi Tharoor here with me. You know what the government is maintaining is that the situation of atrocities against women is no different in the other opposition-ruled states. How do you see that narrative?
You see, the Bharatiya Janata Party has no answers after they have destroyed the peace in Manipur. It's an utter failure of both the government and the state. So now these are diversionary tactics. And let me tell you what you're seeing here today. The mood of the nation is against the BJP's actions and inactions in Manipur, and they are running away. We are ready for a debate. Ask Prime Minister to come to Parliament, any house of his choice, and start the debate, and we will join.
ये जो एक प्रयास चल रहा है कि मणिपुर से अटेंशन डाइवर्ट करके राजस्थान, छत्तीसगढ़ या बंगाल पे वो अटेंशन डाइवर्ट करके ले जाए, मैं बस इतना ही कहूंगा कि बंगाल में 3 महीना से इंटरनेट चल रही है। बंगाल में स्थिति स्वाभाविक है। आपको अगर लगता है कि बंगाल में स्थिति खराब है और मणिपुर में बेहतर है, अब मणिपुर में इंटरनेट चलवा दो। लेट्स रिस्टोर द इंटरनेट सर्विसेज इन मणिपुर। गवर्नमेंट को कौन मना करेगी? यही तो डबल इंजन सरकार है भाई। सिंगल इंजन सरकार में प्रदेशों में नेट चल रही है और डबल इंजन सरकारों में प्रदेश में नेट 3 महीना से बंद है। दिस इज अ टेस्टमेंट टू द फैक्ट दैट हाउ इनकम्पिटेंट, इनएफिशिएंट द डबल इंजन बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट इज।
जब हम चर्चा के लिए तैयार है, हम हाथ जोड़ के मांग रहे हैं चर्चा करो और चर्चा से कुछ निष्कर्ष निकालने का कोशिश करेंगे। ये तो हम बार बार मांग रहे हैं। मैं और सारे देश आज भी और सरकार भी हम समझ ये नहीं पा रहे हैं कि वो चर्चा से क्यों भाग रहे हैं। व्हाट इज देयर इंटेंशन, व्हाई दे आर रनिंग अवे फ्रॉम द डिस्कशन। दिस इज रियली सरप्राइजिंग and nobody is able to understand their strategy or their thinking.
I don't understand why to put these conditions over such sensitive issues. I mean, at least you allow the House to function, you allow a debate to take place. No? You come out with all your pointers on the floor of the House, you come out with all your concerns, but unless you won't let the House function, how would you help the people that you want to help, or how would you address to the concerns whom we all want to address actually?
हाँ, हम लोग तो बोले हैं, प्राइम मिनिस्टर स्वयं बोले मणिपुर के लिए चर्चा होना चाहिए, इसमें राजनीति नहीं होना चाहिए। लेकिन चर्चा करने के लिए विपक्ष राजी नहीं है। नियमों के चक्कर में ये लोग पड़े हैं। हम लोग चर्चा चाहते हैं, नियम को छोड़ो, अभी चर्चा चाहते हैं मणिपुर के मेडिकली। लेकिन मणिपुर जैसा हम लोग बंगाल में और राजस्थान में भी बहुत सारा ऐसा वीडियो आप देखे कि मालदा में 2 महिला को विवश करके अत्याचार कर रहे थे, वो वीडियो भी सामने आए हैं। तो ममता बनर्जी क्यों चुप है? कांग्रेस सरकार क्यों चुप है? जो गठबंधन किया है इंडिया नाम देके, प्रियंका गांधी क्यों चुप है? सोनिया गांधी क्यों चुप है? हम लोग चाहते हैं कि चर्चा मणिपुर के लिए भी होगा तो चर्चा बंगाल के लिए होना चाहिए, चर्चा राजस्थान के लिए होना चाहिए। लगातार पश्चिम बंगाल में संघर्ष चल रहा है, महिला के ऊपर, दलित महिला के ऊपर अत्याचार चल रहा है।
Women's safety is important irrespective of state, irrespective of country boundaries. But do not just focus on Manipur because this is double standard. Look in your own backyard. And their own minister, who's now been sacked, is their own minister in Congress. In Assembly has stood up and said that we need to look at ourselves rather than look at Manipur. We have failed in protecting women. Now look at TMC. In Bengal, the amount of rapes, the amount of heinous crimes that are happening there is nobody's business. But they cannot look at their own backyard, they're looking at Manipur. Look at Bihar again, it's very high in number of rapes, but yet they're looking at Manipur. This is double standard.
All right, we'll get you some breaking news that's coming in. The Delhi High Court seeks a detailed response from the Delhi government indicating the measures taken and basic amenities provided